I have just done something that I never ever thought I would ever be able to achieve. I've just done a 3-day water fast. So what that means is that I went 3 days without food, and I just had water. I had electrolytes and minerals in my water. I had herbal teas. I put some MCT oil in my herbal teas because that helps you get over into ketosis, and it turns off the hunger hormone. I also had mineral water with ice. So at night time, I kind of just had mineral water. The reason why I did this is because I've had some niggling injuries, and I know that at 72 hours, your body regenerates stem cells. So it'll find injuries and it will renew them. I've had a tennis elbow injury for like years, I would say 4 or 5 years, and I've done everything to try and fix it. So I wanted to see if it would fix it. I'm going to get to that. I also, being a certified Fast Like a Girl coach, I needed to have experimented with all the different fasting lengths so that I could speak from experience. There were also girls in my membership who wanted to go on this journey with me. So there were about 20 of us who did it. And it was absolutely phenomenal. Would I say that I loved it? There were parts that I really loved, parts that I was so on fire. There were other times that I wasn't feeling like so great. I found yesterday, which was the 3rd day, probably the hardest. And I knew that we were on the home straight and I was getting pretty hungry. But we were testing our blood sugars the whole way. So we knew that our blood sugars were at the right levels, and we knew we were also testing our ketones, which is when you switch over into the fat burning mode, because we've got 2 energy systems. We've got a glucose energy system and we've got a fat burning energy system. When we switch over into the fat burning energy system, we're burning something called ketones, which is what switches on the mental clarity in the brain, and it makes your body go and find your fat stores as your fuel source. It's absolutely mind-blowing. I freaking absolutely love it. So, so as a certified coach, I wanted to understand what it was like so I could speak from experience. I also know that at the different fasting lengths, my body goes through different healing. So at 13 to 15 hours, which is where most people start, you have it's called intermittent fasting, and you have, you'll reduce inflammation, you'll increase your energy, you'll sleep better, and it's just the starting point. Then you go to 17 plus hours, which is what they call, Dr. Mindy calls the autophagy fast. And that is when your cells turn inside, and it's called self-eating. And they start eating up rogue cells, and they get rid of them and renew new cells, which is phenomenal. At 24 hours, it's called the gut reset. And that is where your body will renew the gut microbiome, the bacteria in your gut, better than a course of probiotics at 24 hours. And that's completely free. The thing is, fasting is completely free. Then at 36 hours, it's called the fat burning fast, because that's when you can really switch on elevated fat burning, and it's when your body will really go and find those stubborn fat stores. Then at 48 hours, it's called the dopamine reset. And that is when, if you are feeling, a little bit, you've got a bit of depression, or you're just feeling low, going into a 48-hour fast can just really up that dopamine, and it'll increase your dopamine receptor sites. Mind-blowing. And then, as I've talked about, the 72 hours is the immune reset. So what did I experience? Like, amazing. Before I went into this fast, I had a sore hand. I hadn't done anything. There was nothing that I could put it down to, but I just had feelings of injury in here, pain, completely gone. I don't know if it just wore off, completely gone. My tennis elbow, I can't even feel it. I even went to the gym this morning. I just did a really gentle workout to see if I could lift some lighter weights, not heavier weights that I normally do, because I'd just come off 3 days, but also just to see if there was the niggle there. Didn't feel anything. Haven't been able to do a bicep curl for 2 or 3 years, and I did a bicep curl this morning. But the other mind-blowing thing that has happened is that ever since I've had kids, I had Caesars, right? I had 3 Caesars, and I've had like this little pinching, niggling feeling in my scar that if I was lying down and I would sit straight up, I couldn't do it because it would pinch and it would cause me incredible pain. Or if I quickly turned, that would cause me incredible pain. So I had to be really, really careful. Last night in bed, I was lying there and and the other thing, when I coughed, I couldn't cough. I had to cough on my side. Last night I coughed. It just did a little cough. I didn't feel any pain. And I went, oh my goodness. And I sat up and I went, oh my goodness. I said to my husband, I haven't been able to do that since I've had kids. That is like the body healing itself. So the longer you fast for, the longer you heal for. It is just like absolutely mind blowing. So the reason why fasting works so well is because when you don't have food coming into your system, your body switches over into the fat burning system. And there is so much healing, as I've said, at the different stages. So if you're constantly eating, your body won't ever switch over there. So if you've never gone without food for like longer than 8 hours or even like 12 hours, you would never get over into the fat burning mode. So that's just something to really think about. The other thing why it's so amazing is because it makes us, and I'm not going to go into this into detail, but it makes us more insulin sensitive. So if we're insulin resistant, our insulin can't take the glucose from our food and put it into the cells because the cells are clogged. So therefore, you become insulin resistant, and the body will store it in other places. And the first place it will store it is in fat. And so fasting helps you become more insulin sensitive and reverses insulin resistance. Mind blowing. But I just want to say, we didn't start with a 3-day water fast. I started with 13 hours. I started with 12 hours. I used to be that person who was always hangry. I had 6 meals a day. I was actually talking to my husband about it last night. I couldn't go without food. I had to have breakfast. I always took snacks with me. I thought that it would increase my metabolism if I ate faster, ate more frequently. There is no research to that to explain, to back that up, that it improves your metabolism. So if you've got to the end of this, if you want to learn more about fasting and the benefits at the different stages, I have got the benefits of fasting timeline. You can download it. I'll put the link below, but you can download it at wickedwellbeing.com/fasting benefits. It's actually fasting-benefits. I'll put the link below. If you're already a fasting fanatic, or you're dabbled, or you have, you want to learn some more, come and join us in my membership. There is 3 ways you can join: on a monthly, or a 3 monthly, or you can commit and you can join for a year. We are doing some really good stuff, and I haven't even talked about hormones. Like, this is going to help you balance your hormones on this midlife journey, and that is another video. But come and join us, wickedwellbeing.com/membership. And I'll put that link in the comments box below. But tell me, what are your experiences with fasting? The other thing that I haven't said is I lost 2 kgs since the start of the year, since I've been fasting, really more strategic than I have been. I've lost 4 kgs. So I'm down to my lightest weight that I have, that I've ever been since I've been, younger, and just feeling so good, sleeping really well, energy. There's just so much that backs up fasting. So come and join us, check out the links before, and tell me, what do you love? What holds you back? What do you want to learn more about? Okay, see ya.